It was a cold, windy afternoon when Emily Carter, a single mother of a 7-year-old boy, hurried across the street, clutching a bag of groceries. Money was tight, as it always was. She had just enough to get through the week: bread, milk, a few vegetables, and her son Noah's favorite peanut butter. As she turned the corner, she noticed an elderly man sitting on the curb near a diner. His clothes were worn thin, his shoes torn, and his frail hands trembled as he held a cardboard sign. "Hungry. Anything helps." Emily's heart clenched. She hesitated, her budget was already stretched. She couldn't afford to give away food, not when every dollar mattered. But then she saw his eyes. They weren't just tired, they were desperate. The kind of desperation that comes when a person has gone too long without kindness. She sighed, pushed aside her worries, and walked into the diner. Instead of heading home, she bought him a hot meal: soup, bread, and tea. When she handed it to him, his hands shook even more, this time not from weakness but from gratitude. "Ma'am," he whispered, tears welling in his eyes, "I haven't had a warm meal in 3 days." "God bless you." Emily smiled softly. "Eat. You need your strength." Noah tugged on her sleeve, whispering, "Mommy, is he okay?" Emily knelt and hugged her son. "He will be. Sometimes, all people need is a little help." They didn't stay to watch him eat. Emily never expected anything in return. To her, it was just a small act of humanity. The twist. Hours later, Emily was at home helping Noah with his homework when there was a knock at the door. She wasn't expecting anyone. When she opened it, a tall man in a tailored suit stood there. His presence was commanding, his expression unreadable. A black car idled behind him. "Are you Emily Carter?" he asked. Emily froze. "Yes. Can I help you?" The man's voice softened. "Earlier today, did you give my father food?" Confused, Emily frowned. "Your father?" He nodded. An elderly man, gray hair, worn coat. He's been struggling. I've been searching for him." Emily's heart skipped. "Yes, I saw him. He looked hungry. I couldn't just walk past him." The man's eyes glistened. For a moment, the polished CEO facade cracked, revealing raw emotion. He cleared his throat. "That man is my father. And I don't even know how to thank you." The emotional climax. Emily stood stunned. She had no idea the starving man she helped was related to someone powerful, someone who looked like he had everything. The CEO continued, his voice trembling now. "My father, he's stubborn. He walked away from the company after my mother died. He refused help, wanted to live quietly. But in his grief, he pushed everyone away, even me. I've been trying to find him, but he wouldn't answer my calls. To know that someone, a stranger, cared for him when I couldn't." He paused, taking a shaky breath. "It means more than I can say." Emily felt tears in her eyes. She hadn't done anything extraordinary, at least not in her own eyes. But to him, it clearly meant the world. The impact. The CEO introduced himself as Daniel Whitmore, head of one of the largest companies in the city. But in that moment, titles didn't matter. He wasn't a billionaire or a powerful man, he was just a son, grateful that someone had shown compassion to his father. Daniel knelt slightly, meeting Noah's curious gaze. "Young man, your mom is a hero." Noah grinned proudly. "I told you, Mommy helps people." Daniel smiled, then looked back at Emily. "You may think it was a small act. But to my father, and to me, it was life-changing." The uplifting ending. A week later, Emily received another knock at her door. This time, it was the elderly man himself, clean, well-dressed, and healthier. Daniel stood beside him. "I wanted to thank you myself," the old man said warmly, taking her hands. You didn't know who I was. You didn't care about wealth or status. You just saw a human being who needed kindness. That's rare in this world. Emily smiled, humbled. I just did what anyone should do. But the truth was, not everyone would have. Daniel stepped forward. Emily, if there's ever anything you need, anything at all, you have a friend in me. People like you remind me why compassion matters more than money. From then on, Emily's life didn't suddenly become perfect. She still worked hard, still raised Noah with determination and love. But she carried a deeper sense of peace, knowing her simple act of kindness had touched lives in ways she could never have imagined.